Alice. Today we've got some breaking news that we're going to share. Disney has just announced that Genie Plus is going to be replaced. Just a few years after Fast Pass Plus was replaced on October 19th, 2021, Genie Plus is going to be replaced. I'm Grace, and this is my mom, Sarah, and we're going to dive right in on this breaking news.
That's right. So just as we finally got used to Genie Plus, it's only been out, like Grace said, since 2021. Now a new system is rolling out. But thankfully, if you know what FastPass Plus was like and you know what Genie Plus was like, you can kind of put them together. They got married and they've had offspring, and this offspring is the Disney World Lightning Lane system, which includes both multi-pass and single pass. Which we will dive into all the details of. But this new system rolls out on July 24th. So that is in less than a month. So if you're preparing for a vacation and you got all ready with Genie Plus, you've got some homework to do. So let's dive right in. The first part of this new system is the multi-pass lightning lanes. And this is most similar to the Genie Plus of the past that you know. But instead of booking the day of your day in the parks, you get to book your multi-pass first 3 lightning lanes before your trip starts. So if you are a Disney Resort guest staying on site, you can book at 7 a.m. 7 days before the first day of your trip and your first park day. And once that 7 days before starts, you can book for your whole trip for up to 14 days, which means if you have a 14-day trip, you could potentially book these lightning lanes 21 days in advance. So sometimes these longer trips give you an advantage. For off-site guests, you can book your lightning lanes multi-pass 3 days before your trip at 7 a.m. And when it comes time for your booking, you get to choose 3 lightning lanes. And one thing Disney is excited to offer to guests is you can see your options before you make the purchase. So you'll get to see, okay, this is available, this is available, this is available. I'm going to book those 3 lightning lanes. So this way you have your first 3 attractions set up a week before or 3 days before your day in the park. Once you arrive at the park and you use up your first lightning lane by riding that ride, you can then choose another lightning lane and book that. There is a tier system, which we'll get to in a second. But before that, there's also single pass lightning lanes, and these are the most similar to individual attraction lightning lanes of the current system. I know, this is so confusing. So you can purchase up to 2 of these per day, and you can choose from more times throughout the day and don't have to keep refreshing and hope you get a good time. When you book this, there will be a range of times available and you can choose what's convenient to you. So these single pass lightning lanes are for rides like Tron, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Guardians of the Galaxy, Flight of Passage, and Rise of the Resistance. And we've heard they haven't released prices yet, but they're going to be very similar to the current individual attraction lightning lane prices. So back to those multi-pass lightning lanes, because they take a little bit more education, if you will. All parks, except for Animal Kingdom, have 2 tiers of these lightning lanes. Yes, 2 tiers. And you can book from that top tier 1 ride. From the second tier, you can book 2 rides. So of your 3 rides that you're booking, only one of them will be one of the really popular rides in the park. And we'll get to what those are in a second. And then your other 2 ahead of time bookings will be from that second tier, rides like Dumbo, It's a Small World. But the good news is once you're in the park, the tiers don't matter. Once you've used up one of your 3 in advance bookings, you can book anything. Is your mind exploding? My mind is exploding a little bit.
So confused.
One thing we noticed in these list of different attractions is that no character meet and greets are included which means apparently they're going back to the old-fashioned, you just wait in line to meet the characters and you can't skip ahead. But stay tuned because you never know. Another piece of information that's important is these 3 lightning lanes that you're booking in advance have to be in the same park. So you can't do a park hopper thing until later in the afternoon. But once you've ridden your first ride in the park, you can book your next attraction. You don't have to wait 2 hours. It's just you use one, you book one. You use one, you book one. So I like the simplicity of that at least. So let's look at what these tiers are. In Magic Kingdom, there are the 2 tiers of rides. And Grace, can you read to us what are the tier 1, which means you can only book one of these in your 3 pre-trip purchase.
The Tier 1 rides for Magic Kingdom are Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Jungle Cruise, Peter Pan's Flight, Space Mountain, and Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
These aren't surprising. These are definitely the most popular rides in Magic Kingdom. And so you get to pick one of them when you book those 3 lightning lanes in advance. And then once you get to the park, it might be kind of similar to the Genie Plus system where these Tier 1 rides run out at a certain point and there's some strategizing to make sure you get those in. What about all of our Tier 2 rides, Grace?
Ooh, these are a lot. We've got the Barnstormer, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, Mad Tea Party, Magic Carpets of Aladdin, Many Adventures Winnie the Pooh, Mickey's PhilharMagic, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, Pirates of the Caribbean, Tomorrowland Speedway, and Under the Sea. Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of Tier 2 rides. Yep. Okay, so then moving on to Epcot, there's only 3 Tier 1 rides. What are those?
Frozen Ever After, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and Soarin' Around the World. Those aren't surprising, but I'm kind of surprised that Test Track isn't one of them.
I am
That was
too.
really. Oh, aren't they remodeling it? That's probably why.
I guess that's why it's not included in either of these lists. What about the Tier 2 rides?
Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, Journey into Imagination with Figment, Living with the Land, Mission Space, The Seas with Nemo and Friends, Spaceship Earth, and Turtle Talk with Crush.
Nice. So then moving on to Hollywood Studios, we have 4 Tier 1 rides.
The 4 Tier 1 rides are pretty, they're pretty obvious.
Yes, they're kind of a given.
Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, and Slinky Dog Dash.
Nice. And just like we would run out of those Slinky Dog Dash on Genie Plus at a certain point in the day, I wonder if that could happen with this new system as well, because everybody just wants to ride Slinky Dog Dash. What about the Tier 2 rides?
Woo! Aliens Swirling Saucers, Beauty and the Beast, live on stage! Disney Junior Play and Dance, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along celebration, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, Muppet Vision 3D, Star Tours, The Adventures Continue, Twilight Zone Towers of Terror, and Toy Story Mania. Those are some long names.
They are, yes. So then Animal Kingdom, like we said, is the only park that does not currently have 2 tiers. So we just have a list of rides and attractions that are included in that. Can you read those to us?
So we've got Dinosaur, Expedition Everest, The Legend of the Forbidden Mountain, Feathered Friends in Flight, Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo, The Big Blue, and beyond. It's Tough to Be a Bug, Kali River Rapids, Kilimanjaro Safaris, and the Navi River Journey.
I do have a prediction, though. Okay, so right now, everything is just the same tier for Animal Kingdom. But when their new land opens, Tropical Americas, with the new Encanto ride and the new, let's see, what is he called? Indiana Jones ride, I have a feeling we'll see some tiers pop up, and there will be a Tier 1 and Tier 2 for Animal Kingdom at that point. What do you think? Can you see that?
What I'm kind of confused about, though, is what about what's that one bike ride? That one dragon ride? That where you like fly over Pandora?
Flight of Passage.
Avatar Flight of Passage. Why isn't that on there?
That's not included because it is one of those single pass attractions, so you purchase it separately.
Oh,
Good
that
question.
makes sense.
So now we get to the why. Why is this happening? Why is Disney doing this to us?
Why?
We're so confused. So here's a quote from Disney. Guests have told us that they would prefer to have the option to do more of their planning before their theme park day. So this summer, we will make changes to our Genie Plus service and individual Lightning Lane entry, including new ways to plan ahead. So we appreciate that Disney heard some of the complaints like, hey, we're spending too much time on our phone on the days we're in the parks because we have to do all this planning. But there's still going to be a lot of time on our phone this way. You know, like we get to do 3 of them a week in advance or 3 days in advance. But most of it is still going to happen on that day. And we didn't get into this so far, but this is going to be similar to the Genie Plus system where you can modify and cancel things, and you can, what we call play the slots, where you kind of drag and drop the options to see if any new, more exciting, convenient times pop up. We think that is all going to be part of this system as well. So we could have made a different change, a better change, Disney. But another reason they gave is that guests can view prices and attraction times before making a purchase so that they know what they're getting. Currently, the Disney Plus purchases are made, or Disney Genie Plus, which is different from Disney Plus. Those purchases are made before you even know what's available. And some people get frustrated because things they were hoping are available are not, and they already paid for it. So Grace, what do you think? Are you pleased with this new system of Lightning Lane?
You know, I'm pleased that the guests get what they want, but I'm also very, very confused.
Same. I am also very confused. I don't feel like this really solved the problem, but we'll see. When everything drops on July 24th, maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised and everyone will love it. I have a feeling it'll just cause a lot of confusion and frustration. Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. We are the
Pixie Dust Pals signing off. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.